Good run here from Taudian, who rolls it back now. Vera popping in and acting half. Play on is the call here. Halliday picks up good meterage. The Oz International now, we can officially call her. After that great conference performance over in Dubbo, so too this woman here, who was player of the final in the Northern Conference, Grace French. And that will be the change over there. So a lot of really good attacking weapons in this Manly side.
Yeah, we've got some strong players here, Manly. And then the players are starting to go up to that next level, so you start to see a lot of these players at the NYC and probably in the State of Origin as well. And then we've got the Youth Trans-Tasman coming up, and I'm sure there's some key players in that side as well.
Certainly is, as Canberra Brindie work it away from their own end. A lot of dummies, not too much forward momentum though. They need to start getting those drives working in this set. Very delayed pass there, and it's on the last, and now they're only just getting into enemy territory. So not a great rucking set there from Canberra. It does give good field position here for Manly.
No, they just got to stick to their basics there, Canberra. They weren't doing too much too flash there. Manly's defence has just been really strong. So let's see what Manly attack can do here when they've got some new players on.
So Taudian into the action now. Vera drops it down. Wrapping around is Smythe. Smythe, quick hands. They meet her well, though, in the touch. It was Wignall who couldn't go anywhere. Smythe now, once again, up through the middle. Last play, Wignall back to the middle. Smythe is there, very well read. Out wide, though.
Yeah, read it like a book then from the Brindie's winger. It was really good to see, just shutting in. That's what we like to see in our game now. The wingers shutting in, knowing where the play's going and reading the game really well.
So it's a much improved performance so far from the Canberra Brindie side. Just as I say that, of course, the commentator's curse comes into full effect. The ball has hit the deck, and after 3 minutes, still 0-0. But by this time, we'd already seen Manly really causing a few problems in that first match for Canberra.
Yeah, Manly's attack's just strong, and we say that through all age groups as well. We seen it last week at the Northern Conference in Dubbo, especially in the grand final. Their attack was super strong, and their defence is excellent as well.
So Patterson drops it down. Smythe is there. Patterson once more an option. They fling it out wide. And offensively, they've done a great job there with a diving touch. Yes, they have. So that's made right at the death. Manly back to the 7-metre mark. Smythe. Now Wignall. Slows it down. Taudian waits at acting half. Picks it up now. Good quick service out of dummy half as well. Pops it back over the top for Wignall. They were threatening a game, but Quigley, such a hard worker through the middle.
Yeah, it just wasn't on there for Manly. Canberra's defence has been really good, and I think they've improved that from the first game as well. They're reading up, they're marking on their players as well. Manly's attack just can't seem to crack the Brindie's defence so far.
So Quigley out of acting half, and then good metres on offer here as well for the Canberra side. Very flat pass. Well, surely that was forward, and I can tell you now, I have had the laser eye surgery, so it's not me. I'm not just seeing things. Up they go up towards and over halfway now. And getting deep into enemy territory. They're all offside here, Manly. They finally retreat the distance. Play on is the call. Small pops it wide, but once again, they are there to meet them in defence.
Yeah, they should be a little bit quicker there, Brindie's. When they're just attacking, they're a little bit slow to play the ball, which is giving Manly's defence time to set. So they should be quicker on that strike dump.
Now for Taudian. Up she comes, Vera, who scored a terrific length of the field try up in Dubbo for the Northern Conference to win the game against Wallsend. It was after the siren. As now Smith picks up good metres and another big dummy. Play on is the call. Smith is going to go all the way. Smith has fooled them all. And she'll place it down with all the time in the world just to rub a little bit of insult into that injury. 3 points to 0.
Yeah, there was no one within Kui within Smith then. Really good attack from Manly. They just found the open side on that left. It was always coming. Brindie's defence couldn't hold them out forever. Really good attack then from Manly. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if their defence can match up their attack.
So Canberra behind the 8 ball once again. It happened in the first match. Here it is in game number 2. They need to win this one to keep the series alive. Not quite State of Origin, but certainly no love lost between the Northern and Southern Conferences. As Newton pops it back wide here. Quigley tries to evade the touch there of Van der Eyden. She can't do so though. Quigley once more heavily involved to start this match for Canberra. Here she is working alongside Scott. Scott, Quigley once more, tried to operate down a short side, but they won't have any luck there. Manly to come away with the ball.
Yeah, nearly got there, Canberra. The play was right for them. They were just working really hard to get up the middle of the field. They got up, they got close, but Manly's defence has been strong. Let's see, Manly have got to really work hard to get out of their half here.
They've done a great job already here promoting the footy nice and quick. Vera can certainly scoot. She's up the sideline now. Jeez, it would have been interesting to see her in a foot race out wide with Newton, who can also motor.
Yeah, both pretty quick girls, so some fast legs out here on the wings. I wouldn't want to be racing them.
Certainly is. I'd love to see, in particular, Simpson match up against Vera. Those are the two speedsters for the respective sides, although don't rule out Grace French, who's now on the attack too. Finding Medved. Medved all the way through. A huge dive. I think they're going to call this one, Deacon Cameron.
Yeah, referee on the spot. It was a really good dive. Normally the players get low, but she got super high then. Cameron's player missed the referee's call play through, and we see another try as Manly lead 5-0.
Well, forget Alyssa Medved. It's Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman, the way she was flying through the air just then. Big try time for Manly, the second of the match. They lead 5-0. And unfortunately for Canberra fans, this is shaping up very similar to Game 1.
Yeah, Manly's just a very dominant side. You see that through all age groups, and you see it today as well. They've just got some good coaching staff. They come all the way right through the junior systems with Manly, and they're just a dominant club.
So Via in at acting half, a try scorer, the sole one in their first match. They'll be turned away here, though. Back to the 7-metre mark they come. And now Sykes fires it away for Via, who is in there at acting half now. They'll keep operating short side with Hall. Hall just tried to squeeze her way through. Big dummy came in. She is caught, but they still have a couple of plays here, Deacon Cameron.
Yeah, they're looking too... Oh, it's the commentator's curse. I was just about to say their attack was looking really good that set, but unfortunately we see the error there. Canberra's just got to really work hard here. We're going to see ball down.
I'd be happy with another play the ball there. I think both sides are at fault, and that's what they're going to rule with.
Could have went either way. Could have been a hard touch. But the referee is just going to use a little bit of common sense there and just replay the play the ball.
So here is French. It's been terrific form the last few weeks as Patterson hops in off the sideline and then supplies for Vera in an acting half again. Now Calms up through the middle. Last play now as Halliday picks it up. Halliday trying to find an opening, couldn't do so. Did a great job to retreat very quickly there.
Canberra's really working hard to get back to the 7. They're just reading up on the plays as well. They're working hard through the middles there. Middle defence has been really good as they look to ruck up the middle of the field.
So this one is going by at a pretty rapid pace. Already 8 minutes of play has transpired as Quigley is back out there. She's the most lively customer for Canberra. You can see her there, the number 1, working hard once again off the left foot. Pops the pass, but just after the touch was made. Touch pass, changeover. Not a huge indiscretion though, given it was the last.
Yeah, just easy play then, easy call from the referees. Not the worst case scenario for Canberra. They've just got Manly in a good position in the field. They've just got to really defend hard here, but Manly's looking really good as they're driving the ball up the middle of the field.
They do make it look so easy, the Seagulls girls. As Halliday pops in at acting half. Now Patterson has a crack. Back to Halliday. Quick hands. It's beautiful from Manly. Calms goes in, and they'll be feeling very calm about their position now.
Yeah, it always came from Halliday then. She was involved in nearly every play that set. Just one pass off the ruck. They found the sweep play, and they had numbers on the right. It's really good to see. They're just sticking to their basics here, Manly, going one off the ruck, and it's really working for them. They're gaining metres each time they touch the ball.
So 7-0, and a lot of work to do here for the Canberra Brindie side. Make no mistake, they are a champion outfit. Of course, they won the Southern Conference. But as you mentioned, Deacon Cameron, Manly are just an absolute machine.
Yeah, dominant side, but it's really good to see Canberra here on our state finals day.
Certainly is, as Hall is once more an option in support. They cut her out, and they went for the face pass. I think it might have been touched here by Manly, though, so they'll get another set to work with here, Canberra. Good field position, too. They roll it back. Short pass here to Scott. Slows it down and now brings it away to Morrissey. Morrissey with the strike dump. Back to Scott. This is building nicely for them. Hall, just had to keep going on the run. She'd worked a 2-on-1, just couldn't link up.
Yeah, they had the numbers there. It just wasn't the right execution from Canberra. Let's see what they can do. This is going to be their first good set on the line.
So Hall picks it up again. Fires a pass back to the middle. Morgan is caught. Now they play it. Morrissey there in support. Morgan with the big dummy. Morgan Scott. She just can't get away. In fact, Megan Scott it is.
Dummy half call then. It was really good defence then from the Manly wingers. They were just shooting in and marking up on the players. They nearly had that overlap on the left, Canberra, but unfortunately they couldn't execute and get the try.
Vera pops the pass and they keep promoting it. Really well chased, though, on that occasion from Morrissey, who managed to cover 3 players herself, as French pops the pass, then stays alive through the middle. Picks up some more metres here. Again, Manly, such a well-oiled machine. Here comes French, leaking up. Vera's got pace to burn. Vera for the corner. And I think she's beat them all there. Vera gets it to ground. Another try here for Jasmine, the lightning machine.
Yeah, good finish then from the Manly winger. It was a very close call, 50-50, but referee right on the spot to call the ball down first as Manly lead 9-0.
Well, Jess Graham did a great job to turn and chase and nearly catch her. I think she did get a touch, but it was unfortunately after the ball was placed beyond that try line. It's a very close run thing there. For Jasmine Vera, we talk about her pace. It was on full display there.
Yeah, quick, mate. And then the dive was really good from her as well. Unfortunately, the Canberra player couldn't defend it. Let's see what they can do as they look to up and have a crack inside Manly's half.
So Newton receives it back from the recycle. Now she plays it. Flat pass. Quigley coming at pace, but Medved did a good job jamming in and made sure that it was cut down pretty quickly. However, I think she's been caught offside here. So another set to work with here for Canberra. It's Quigley. In fact, no, wasn't recalled. So this is the last now for them. Quigley still trying to evade them. So Medved did in fact do enough on that previous play, and that is the changeover now for Manly.
Yeah, it wasn't the best set from Canberra. Could have done a little bit more with it. It's just they're not just sticking to their basics. They're just trying to rush things too much, and it's not really working for them. Let's see if they can defend here as Manly look to get some fresh legs on. They've got some key players on as well.
So Smith, who collected the first try for Manly, back out there. She receives it now. A chance to unleash down the sideline. Smith won't need the support. She wants more, puts on the afterburners, and she's also got plenty of pace. It's hard to find someone in this Manly side who can't motor.
Yeah, really good speed then, but all come from Halliday as well. She was just really, as soon as she touched the ball, went back, looked to go left, went to go right, and then they found the overlap, and then Smith got the try.
So a dual try scorer in this one is Tiani Smith. She's on a hat-trick. And they are really making light work of this Canberra defence who just can't keep pace with them at the moment. So Canberra with work to do as they restart it through Via. She was the only try scorer for Canberra in the previous square up between these two sides. This is game 2 of a 3-match series. So the touch is now made from Calms. Another try scorer here today. Hall, quick hands. This looks better for them. They've managed to strip them for numbers. It's all backwards. It's all good. Canberra are on the board, 11-2 with just under 12 remaining.
Yeah, good try there from Canberra. They just stuck to the basics and worked the ball up, and they ended up getting numbers on the left. Manly's defence just wasn't good enough for them that time, and Canberra got the first try for them for the match. So let's see, they just got to keep their heads held high. There's still 11 minutes left on the clock.
So a very dominant performance so far for Manly, but Canberra now managing to work their way into things here. They're on the board. 11-2 though, Manly still in cruise control. They play it now for Patterson, but another set to work with.
Yeah, we're just going back for the previous play of the ball. I think the sideline ref may have assisted the referee on the middle of the field. There's a bit of ruck interference and the ball wasn't played properly, so that's what we go back there for.
So Smythe pops it here for Wignall. Wignall with a dummy and then picks up easy meterage. Now, once more, they pop it. Van der Reyden at pace. They jammed in well from the link position. Otherwise, it was looking very concerning once again there for the Canberra defensive line. Van der Reyden once again here for Smythe. Patterson wants the ball in the middle. She finally receives it now. Quigley makes the touch. Patterson still alive, though. Long ball coming. Oh, it was there on a platter, but it's been spilt at the death. We might start referencing the clumsy French waiter from The Simpsons.
The play then from Manly was awesome. They had that execution, that long ball to the winger there. Unfortunately, couldn't hold it, but now she's just going to have to work up and make up for it.
So about 10 shy of halfway as they do a very flat pass out of acting half. There's getting over the advantage line, then there's what we just saw then. Somehow let go. Play on is the call. They step up very quickly again here, though, Manly, and they're just suffocating them with their defence.
Defence has been really strong for Manly. I think it's been their key for this to being in the lead this match as well. Their attack's been awesome, but so is their defence. Their defence has been phenomenal.
Almost a perfect performance, you could say. The only blemish, of course, that sole try that Canberra have been able to snag so far as Smythe comes forward, quick lands from Taudian. She did well to keep it alive. Then hops in at acting half. Look at French at full pelt now. Here comes Grace French. French getting all the way through nearly. They just get her in time.
Nearly was through then. Let's see what she can do is. She's going to sweep here.
Medved pops it back to French now. Last play. Oh, French has hit the deck there. Hopefully she's all right. Looked a bit awkward, but she's back to her feet now. And in fact, they will get another set there. So they're offside. Referees playing advantage. Medved will touch this one from 7 away. It is relentless. This is assault at the moment here from Manly. Medved in at acting half. Once
There's
more,
French.
they strip them for numbers. French is there. The touch is a good one, though, from Morrissey, who just denies them of a try.
Yeah, really good defence, and she just read up on her. I thought she was going to score them, but didn't get the try, and let's see what she can do here as they go left.
French, quick hand.
Oh,
Smith has got the hat-trick. Smith is far too evasive. She's got spiders on her. It's Jared Hayne from 2009.
Yeah, Smith, wow, she can just finish anything. Really good play then. Didn't have to do much, but put her through that hole then. That's good enough, and she was just a really good finisher there, and really deserves the 3 tries for this match.
A hat-trick for Tiani Smith. 8.5 to go. 13-2. It's blown up like you wouldn't believe as Quigley goes for a little run from the restart. Hall, quick hands. Just trying to strip them for numbers on that short side, but again, Manly are aware of anything that might be threatening them. Hall pops the short pass. Quigley, nice little promotion to the footy. Quick hands again. This is better from Canberra. They wrap around for that short side. Oh, Quigley had to keep promoting the ball, though. It was on there for the Brindie side. They'll be forced back to the 7 now. And out they come for Hall. Thought that was a real good opportunity for them, though, Deacon.
Yeah, they're just letting some opportunities slip here, Canberra, and it's not looking favourable for them. Oh,
Quigley fires long. Vera, though, way too quick. She took 2 strides, and all of a sudden she'd taken 10 metres.
Yeah, Canberra just need to start taking their opportunities here. They're down on the scoreboard, and time's definitely not in their favour. They just got to start to do them basics. When the play's on, go for it.
So the big touch comes in as Vera pops a pass here. Once more in an acting half. Out there is Calms. He's also got on the try and score a sheet in this particular match. Halliday once more asking questions. Van der Reyden had a good chance there to pop a quick pass to Vera. I think that's what she was trying to do, and in the process it just came free.
Yeah, play was on for them, but unfortunately they couldn't execute it, as we see the error from Manly. They're just trying to do too much. They just got to go back to their basics, because their basics was working for them.
7 minutes to go, 25-minute matches, no half-time break, of course. The two sides changing ends when a try is scored, and so far there's been plenty of them for Manly. 6-1, 13-2 on the scoreboard. So once more they pop here for Newton, who's still an option alive in the middle. Very late pass. Either way you look at it, that was going to be a turnover. It was the last. It was a touch pass. It was a ball to ground. It all went wrong for Canberra.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the decision was Manly ended up getting the ball, and they looked very dangerous here as they're going to get some fresh legs on.
Good metres off that run there.
We're going to see a over the mark call then. So Manly just taking it a little bit too further. Got to take it back to where they'll tapped. As we say, the error. Let's see what Canberra can do here. They've been looking quite good the last couple of sets they've had with the ball, but Manly's defence has been phenomenal. So it'll be interesting to see what Brindies can do here.
So out of acting half, they come now with Sykes. Sykes flings it wide to Via. And then she takes the touch. Newton hopping in at acting half now. Hall is back out there. She's the architect for this Canberra side, Lani Hall. Once more, she's got it. She'll crab across field. Options a little wider still. They pick it up here and really not much doing. She's out of acting half, and that is a real breakdown of communication there for Canberra.
Yeah, they're just not really communicating, the girls. It's a little bit losing track of the touches, not really talking who's getting the ball next. The defence is getting better. And Manly, a little bit of confusion as Manly looked to sub. Could have been 7 on there, but referees are going to call play on.
That was absolutely terrific from Jasmine Vera. I've never seen a dummy quite like that, which was like cradling a baby for a couple of seconds before she decided to offload the ball. Very interesting take on proceedings. Medved hops out of acting half, now promotes the footy quickly. The touch is in there though, so that will be enough there for Canberra to survive. Touch pass is called. 5 to go, a big margin. They can't come back from here, Canberra. But let's see if they can get a few extra consolation tries.
Yeah, they've come a long way. Let's see if they can get some tries. I'm really liking their jerseys as well, actually. Something different. It's always good to see.
You're not wrong. I mean, certainly out of Canberra, we're expecting usually a green colour, if not at least a bit of yellow in there, but
green,
predominantly red and blue.
Raiders, someone up in the grandstand doing a Viking clap maybe, but something different. We like it.
You could start it right here from the booth, Cameron Deacon, as Newton fires it from right to left. Good take in the end. But you can just see on that occasion just how alert Manly are, despite the quality of the pass. They were on her in a flash, and now the pressure is maintained for the next play, and the ball goes to ground. So Manly can pretty much do no wrong at the moment.
I'm pretty sure the coaching staffs will be pretty impressed, and not only this game, their first game they were really good as well, as we were playing on there.
She just managed to get hands underneath it. If we were looking at one of those slips catches on the big VAR system for cricket, I think they would have said that is indeed out. And they caught about 10 into the enemy territory here. Halliday through the middle. Here she is again. Halliday, quick hands. Out now for Smith. Oh, Quigley knocked it up in the air. Thought she just for a moment was going to run the distance.
Right idea then. Stop the try. Let's see if Smith can get 4 here from Manly.
I was building for Smith. She was on the end of that potential pass. Halliday in and away. Tries to go for the line herself. In fact, they're going to say that's down. I don't think Megan Scott ever hit the try line with both feet behind it, so she was ruled out of the play. They've played it through, and try time.
Yeah, well deserved there from Halliday. She's been working hard to set up all the tries, and she finally gets one for herself. Referee's calling play on as the 2 Manly defenders didn't make 2 feet to the line, so happy to play the advantage then. We get the try. Let's see what Canberra can do here with just under 3 minutes to go.
So 15-2, a big margin here in favour of Manly. They were dominant in the first game, but no one could have predicted just how dominant they would be for the follow-up. So Canberra looking to play with a bit of pride in the final 3 or so minutes here. Lani Hall is caught about 10 away from the opposition try line. Comes away once more. Hall, who sends it wide. Via is there in support. Hall threatening at the line. Via, well, they had the option over the top. They just didn't quite get there in time. It was the right idea, though, from Hall.
Yeah, it opened up there from Canberra. Hall was really good, scooping through. Knew that they had the gap there, but unfortunately the Canberra players just couldn't execute it. They've got just over 2 minutes left. Let's see if they can stop Manly's attack here.
So Manly rucking it up nice and hard here. Halliday picks up good metres as well. They fire it away from right to left towards the middle of the field. They roll it down now for Wignall, who unfortunately gets caught off the mark. And now Smythe takes it up. Here they come, though. Smith over the top. Oh, beautiful ball. This time she lays it on for her supporting players, but they've called it for Deacon Cameron. Geez, I'm not so sure about that one.
Not forward there, Presto. They've called it a touch pass there.
Touch pass it is.
So the referees have called the players onside. The Canberra players on. They've made the touch and she's passed it. It was a close one if she was on or off, but happy to go with the referees there.
This is why we enjoy having Deacon Cameron in the booth. Our, what are you, grade 5, grade 6 referee now?
Grade 6, mate.
Grade 6.
I don't know if you're watching the game before, you probably couldn't tell, but I was a little bit struggling out there.
I've undersold you, my good friend. Here comes the Canberra side with 1.5 minutes on the clock. Now that's forward if ever I've seen one. They haven't called that one. There it is, the late call from the sideline official. Put me to grade 7.
Yeah, grade 7. There's not one, Presto, but we'll make one for you.
Thank you very much.
Fabian Yam could maybe be a grade 7. That was a good call from the young Fabian in the middle there.
So changeover nonetheless here for Manly. They roll the ball backwards as Smythe now joins the fray. Good meterage on that particular play, and then Taudian wasn't expecting it. Not a great pass for her.
Yeah,
she had to have those extendo arms to get it.
Yeah, probably just a little bit of a breakdown in communication there. Girls are probably fatigued. This is in their second game. Girls won't have to play one more, so let's see what they can really work hard here. Just key in them basic things that they've got to do.
45 seconds on the clock, ball out in front of the wing there. We really haven't seen much, if any, of Simpson so far from what I can gather for the Canberra side. So just wondering if she's being beset by an injury there as we see another set come the way of Canberra.
So it's a little bit too hard in the touch then, which wasn't the ball played.
So now pop the pass back towards the middle. About 20 seconds to go here. They fling it back to this open side. Hall from left to right. And they pop a pass here for Small. Small is caught on the 7. Hall now comes for the line. Great ball over the top. What a pass that was from Lani Hall. Right into the waiting arms of Morrissey. It's a good way to finish here for Canberra. But at full time, 15-4. And the Northern Beaches girls for the Northern Conference, the Manly Warringah Seagulls, have claimed this Junior State Finals Championship over their Southern Conference counterparts. Deacon Cameron, a superb performance from Manly. Who is your Guzman and Gomez player of the match?
Oh, it'd be hard to go past Smith then. Scored 3 tries. She was really quick. She had some good eyes up footy, and she was really good in defence. She was rewarded with 3 tries, and she'll get rewarded. Go get some Guzman.
Go get some Guzman, burritos, chips, you name it, all the tasty stuff. And certainly victory is sweet. Or it might even be savoury in this case because of Guzman and Gomez. But Manly certainly do run away with it here. 15-4 the full-time score. Now we don't have a match coming up for you next, but we do have a series of interviews though, so don't go too far. And we'll be recommencing things at around about 1:30 in terms of our, or should I say 1 o'clock for our live coverage. It'll be the second match between the Eels and the Renegades with kickoff at 1 o'clock.